Welcome to the podcast of Uncomfortable Ideas, presented by me, Dr. Bo Bennett, author of the book Uncomfortable Ideas. This is a podcast about uncomfortable ideas, the reasons we avoid them, the reasons we shouldn't, and discussion of examples that might infuriate you, offend you, or at least make you uncomfortable. Join the Uncomfortable Ideas community at uncomfortable-ideas.com. Arguing with social justice activists and conspiracy theorists. You can't win. A few years ago, for some odd reason, I decided to engage a flat earther in an online debate regarding the fact that the earth is not flat. Hopefully, you will agree that the facts were on my side. But when it comes to conspiracy theorists, facts don't matter. With conspiracy theorists, the more you argue, the more proof that is, to them, that it's a conspiracy, and your incessant arguing and unyielding determination to prove them wrong confirms that you are part of the cover-up for your own nefarious reasons. I'm seeing a troubling similarity with many social justice activists. I enjoy reading comments on posts where social justice activists propose radical, extremist ideas. Just some of these include: all sex is rape, all police are evil, everyone is racist, all men hate women, you are transphobic if you prefer dating men with penises over women with penises, or dating women with vaginas over men with vaginas. Inevitably, someone will post a reasonable, well-articulated, and often polite and diplomatic response as to why the extreme idea proposed is total lunacy. The comment will inevitably be followed by a slew of responses suggesting, if not directly stating, that this comment just proves the point of the article. For example, a person who explained why everyone is not racist was swamped with comments such as, "This is exactly the kind of thing a racist would say." A bitter diatribe against men will undoubtedly elicit comments from angry men who resent the accusation that they're all women haters. Again, these comments are interpreted as more support for the fact that all men are women haters. In other words, evidence against the proposition is interpreted as evidence for the proposition. Remember, when you're dealing with commenters or arguing with another person, you have a grossly inadequate sample size, many times a sample size of 1. The comments, actions, or behaviors of commenters can't possibly justify a conclusion beyond a conclusion made about the commenters. Put your passions and radical ideas aside and listen to what others have to say. You may not like it, but you may need to hear it. Uncomfortable idea. Interpreting feedback or an argument that refutes your ideas as evidence for your ideas is a flaw in reasoning similar to that of conspiracy theorists. This has been another episode of the podcast of Uncomfortable Ideas. For hundreds of uncomfortable ideas, my book on the topic, online courses, and more, visit uncomfortable-ideas.com. See you next time.